Ginger Jester.
Yeah, that's right. I'm playing Snatcher. I don't know what any of this means. The story, characters, and events in this game are entirely fictional. Any similarities to actual people, places, and events are entirely coincidental. This game employs roll and sound space in some parts. Like the groinal area. The story is dedicated to all those cyberpunks who fight against injustice and corruption every day of their lives.
June 6, 1996. A mysterious explosion destroys the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. Lucifer Alpha, a powerful biological weapon under secret development there, is released into the atmosphere, creating a deadly biohazard. Carried by the trade winds, Lucifer Alpha spreads throughout Eastern Europe and Eurasia, destroying 80% of the populace. Half of the world's people die. The greatest biohazard in history later becomes known simply as the catastrophe. But at this time, who could have possibly imagined that the ultimate biohazard wouldn't occur for another half-century? 50 years later, mankind faces its greatest crisis. The appearance of a mysterious android life form. Its purpose and origin are unknown. Is it a new form of weapon? Or perhaps an invasion from some other world? They appear during winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims. Employing an artificial skin, they can sweat and even bleed. Part organic, part machine, they're almost impossible to distinguish from those they kill. As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
Well then. I wasn't expecting any of that. Especially with voice acting. Good voice acting at that. Alright, let's go to Japan. Kobe City. Kobe? It's probably Kobe. Kobe. Digging the music. Cast. Hideo Kojima. Metal Gear. Played by Hideo Kojima. Random Hajil. Hideo Kojima. Oh, look at those graphics! Those guys knife fighting? Or were they playing air drums? Creator Hideo Kojima! This is probably as good a time as any to explain why I'm playing this game. This is, I think, Kojima's first game that he worked on. If it's not the first, it's definitely one of his earliest. And I just finished playing Metal Gear Solid 5, which I've said many times is one of the worst stories ever written. And I want to know if Kojima is just a bad writer, or if being a bad writer is a consequence of people telling him all the time that everything he does is amazing, because that is the case. Everyone loves Kojima's writing. And I think Metal Gear Solid 5 is the first example of a bad Kojima game. It's a fantastic game, but...
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories. Snatcher is the only word that keeps coming back every time we try to remember our pasts. I have to face them to find out why.
Yes, but I can sense that there is something terrible hidden in our past. And if we remember it, it will destroy us.
Jamie!
Jamie!
I'm going now. Jamie!
What, Jamie?
I can't hear you!
Gillian Seed, estimated age 31. 3 years ago, he and his wife Jamie Seed are taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. Both Gillian and Jamie suffer from severe amnesia, their memories of events prior to being picked up in Siberia lost in a mysterious mental fog. 2 years ago, after a vain attempt to rebuild their marriage, Jamie and Gillian separate. Following extensive special military training, Gillian is ordered to report to Neo Kobe City as a junker, effective today.
Okay. Thanks. So it is Neo Kobe. What was I even saying, man? Konami Omni Building. Junker headquarters. Yeah, you guys do deal with a lot of junk, don't you? Act 1. Snatch. So, I'm gonna try my best to be unbiased while playing this game. Cool, silence. But I don't like Kojima. He comes up with some really great ideas, but his actual storytelling is very bad. So, again, I want to see if that was a consequence of him becoming so good and people not telling him that his writing is garbage, or if it was always the case. So I'm going to play this, and there's a couple of other Kojima games that I wanted to check out. Because, again, he comes up with some great ideas, but his writing is terrible, and it's like he goes out of his way to, in his stories, pat himself on the back repeatedly for writing such a great story. And it's like, I just hate his personality and his ego, but his actual settings are great. Like, I'm already excited to play this game because of the setting, and it's pretty well set up so far. But I'm going to make a prediction right now, before I do anything, that at least one of the two characters, Gillian or Jamie, one of them is a Snatcher. Because they've set it up, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Oh, come on, controller. Don't be like that. Come on, controller, don't be like that. In case that wasn't making it clear, I am playing this on an emulator, because where the hell are you gonna get this these systems nowadays. But, fun fact, this game is no longer under its license, so you can get this game for free. I'll put the link in the description. Enter? Oh, she said something, I didn't even read it. Only authorized personnel are allowed beyond this point. Okay. I'll look then. I'll look at, you. She's a beautiful Oriental woman. Oriental? Isn't that, like, culturally insensitive? I'll investigate her. It's no use. She's protected by a shield. Oh, you can kind of see it, too. It's almost like a little plastic thing. So is that a force field? Or is it a physical shield? We'll never know. Front pod. The shield is heat-proof and shock-proof. It's specially designed to withstand an attack by Snatchers. This is some pretty heavy-duty stuff they've got here. This place may be more dangerous than I thought. Talk to her.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me. My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
Let's look at her. You're really very pretty. Thank you. Totally natural. Again, reinforcing my headcanon that Kojima has never encountered a woman, let alone spoken to one. It's too bad I can't get in there. She's truly gorgeous. Wow. I've been assigned to Junker operations effective today. You just told me that, Gillian. Ask about you. What's your cup size? Tell me a little about yourself. About me? Isn't that a bit forward, Mr. Seed? Let me tell you about myself first. Maybe then you'll tell me. I can tell you're really smooth with the ladies. That was Mika. That is not really smooth with the ladies whatsoever. Not even close. This is my first time in town. Oh, you get used to it right away. Everybody's pretty welcome. There are many different ethnic groups and types of people here. It's Japan, but it's not Japan, if you know what I mean. I don't. Could you tell me a little about Junker operations? The Junkers are a special task force put together to combat the Bioroid Snatcher menace. Oh, Junkers. The name Junkers gives me the impression that they're junkers. Like people who take apart machines that are considered junk. That's literally what a junker is. Anyway, it's overseen by government intelligence agencies. Okay, so now I'm trying to like retroactively fix what they told me the story was and try to reestablish what the story actually is based on the fact that they told me one thing but it meant a different thing. Enter?
Mr. Seed?
Gillian's fine, and you can call me Gillian, Mika.
Okay, Gillian.
Mika?
I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
Where shall I show you first? My god, he looks wired. Fuck. Standing next to a girl. Oh my god. Hide my raging boner. Where should you show me first? The shooting range. I want to shoot
that's
things.
Right. The chief told me to bring you down as soon as you showed up.
The chief?
Yes, our big boss here at Junker headquarters. That's his office right over there.
Big boss. Big boss.
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed is here. I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
I can see your point there.
He suffers from amnesia. Look. Gonna look at the chief. Is he a handsome chief? So he's the chief of Junker operations, eh? Just as I imagined him. Did you say something? So how come I don't comment on how handsome he is? If my character is so focused on how the girl looked, like everything about her was, oh, she's pretty, oh, I want to hit on her, oh, I want to learn more about her. Why is he not focused on the physical appearance of this guy? Oh, because he's a perv, got it, okay. So you don't know Snatcher? Okay. Investigate the monitor then. It's an ultra-high resolution display panel capable of playing back holograms as well. So, this is his taste in art, huh? Don't touch that picture. It's very special to me. Sofa? It's an air cushion type sofa. It's the latest in robot sofas, employing chaos system technology. Whoa! I don't think when I sit on the sofa, I want it to be considered chaotic. Junkers? Junker headquarters was set up a year ago by the police as a special task force to combat the Snatcher problem. Junker operations were officially started in August of this year. We answer directly to the government's intelligence agencies. Okay. A Junker operates with certain rules and privileges different from regular police officers. Those are: 1. The purpose of the Junker force is to eliminate firewood snatchers. 2. The Junker, even in the course of carrying out one, must not harm innocent civilians. 3. A subject may not be physically investigated or restrained unless irrefutable evidence exists that indicates the subject is indeed a Snatcher. 4. A Junker is required to assist and support civilian bounty hunters. 5. In order to carry out one, a Junker is allowed to the use of a blaster, and a navigator, and a turbo bicycle, and an ice cream. Those are the 5 rules. Wow. Duties. A Junker's job is to figure out who the Snatchers are, and to eliminate them. I want you to put your special training in the military to good use, and investigate those points about Snatchers that we don't yet understand. We've got to put a stop to them! A Junker's job is highly specialized and extremely dangerous. That's why there are so few of us. I'm the chief, Harry's the engineer, then there's Mika. Gibson and you are our runners. It's just the 5 of us. Are you kidding me? Yes! 3 years ago, the Snatcher suddenly appeared here in Nyokobe. 3 years ago, eh? The exact amount of time that, that's the exact point where, Gillian lost his memories. Coincidence? We have no idea where they come from, or what they want. We do know that they kill, copy the appearance of their victims, and take their place in society, and that their numbers are increasing.
That should be enough to make your duties as a Junker quite clear.
Duty.
This is your Junker ID card. It will identify you as a Junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Oh, they don't take credit cards. Man, that place must be rough. Holy baloney. Navigators? It's a robot designed to assist Junkers by performing all types of analyses. It's got a pretty good sensor setup too. Alright. Look at my ID. This card gives me all the special rights of a junker. I'll be carrying this as my ID from here on out. Seed, that card is very important. Take great care not to lose it. Back. Okay, figuring out the buttons, oh yeah. Look at my cash. This is the cash they gave me for expenses. Having to carry cash around is so inconvenient. How? I never understand that. Instead of carrying a card, I have to carry around paper. Oh no, I have to use my brain to do some math sometimes. Oh, math is hard. Here's some funds for Aw. Okay, it's the chief saying, here's some funds for expenses, don't waste them. But I was showing you the cash, chief. God, what kind of a big boss are you? Exit? Yeah. Where should I go next? Engineering room, I guess? This is engineering. All the junkers, that is, the runners' equipment, is made here. All the junkers, that is, the runners' equipment, is made here. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look like Harry's around at the moment. Look at Mika's face! You are truly beautiful, Mika! Thanks, Gillian. I'll take that as at face value. Haha, get it? You were talking about my face. How about a blowjob? That's the way women talk, isn't it? Ha ha ha! There are tools and machines all over the place. It's a regular factory in here. This room always looks like this. I don't know how he finds anything. Harry Benson is our engineer. He's a bit of a lush, but he's a friendly and sweet old guy. Oh, he's the typical old, perverted, drunk character. Okay. This is an anime. Every junker investigator gets an analysis robot. Quite a combination, eh? We call the robots navigators. His wife was killed by a Snatcher 2 years ago. After that, he quit his detective job and became a junker. Since then, he's been living with his daughter, Katrina. She's Jean's only child. She turned 18 this year. Is she hot? I know what's going through my main character's head. Is she hot? Do you have pictures? Show you my cash. That's your expense money. That's your expense money. So you can use it while you're on an investigation. Yeah, but doesn't this turn you on? Don't you want to get in bed with me? This is not making a good case for Kojima's, thoughts and experiences with women. Detective's room. This is the detective's room. It's the office for our runners. That's what we call junker investigators like you. You'll be using that desk in the back. What about this desk near the door here? That's Jean's desk. Jean Jack Gibson. Jean Jack Gibson. Jean jacket? He better be wearing a goddamn jean jacket. He's our ace runner. Mika. Yes, what do you want? I can sense that you and I are destined to fall in love. It might sound crazy, but... Gillian, you're married, aren't you? We just met like 15 minutes ago. We're gonna fall in love. I know it. Based on the fact that I find your face appealing to me. A lot of information flows... A lot of information flows into here. All the information available to our runners is output from Jordan. This is an antique desk. Jean's really into antiques. Like jean jackets? I'm not even kidding, he better be wearing a fucking jean jacket. Looks like a nice desk, but I probably won't be using it much. Area. This place is really different from other detectives' offices. Boop. I'm gonna ask about Harry. He's quite brilliant. He's won 3 Nobel Prizes, and the Fields Prize too. Wow. Gene's navigator is called Little John. I wonder what kind of navigator you'll get. I hope it's a hot one. He's apparently out on an investigation at the moment. I'll introduce you as soon as he gets back. But what about Katrina? She's a model. She's quite cute. She is hot! Yes! Oh. I'm gonna show her my cash! A lot of places around here won't take plastic. Cash is king in New Kobe. Yeah. Computer room. This is Junker Headquarters' computer room. It's linked to databases throughout the country, so you can find almost any information you might need. Look. Amika's face! I wonder if you really can make it as a Junker. This Gillian's a little weird. A little. Antiques in the computer room, eh? I haven't seen a keyboard in some time. A number of input and output devices are linked to the host computer. Alright. How to use computer? Well, you see, it runs on Windows 98. First, you put your Junker card in this slot. Once it's confirmed, you as a user, you just follow the instructions that Jordan flashes on the screen. About computer. This is our host computer, a model RM1013. We call it Jordan. That's for Junker Online Regional Data Access Network. Just rolls off the tongue. It employs full-scale artificial intelligence-based processors. Jordan is fully programmed with all human learning routines and uses an intelligent interface to perform automatic translation, problem-solving, you name it. It employs expert-class artificial intelligence routines developed for fieldwork robots. It's the best there is. Wow. I'm gonna use Jordan. Go ahead, sit down here. Once you're registered on the system, the rest is easy. Hey, Mika. Now that I'm sitting down, would you like to take a seat on my lap? Check out my cash. I have so much. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters' most AI computer system host. Not most. Please insert your ID card. What? Has this thing got a personality? Okay, Junker card going in. User confirmed as Gillian Seed. Welcome to Jordan. What sort of information do you need? Well, at least let me in. Jordan ID file. Use the cursor to input the name of the person you are searching for. Input first name, then last name without a space. For example, input John Konami as John Konami. Or you can search with just a first name. For example, John. Enter name. Mika. Okay. It actually worked. Mika Slayton, administrative assistant, Junker agency, age 23, height 167 centimeters, weight 55, blood type A+, marital status single. Cha-ching! Graduated from Kobe City University with dual major in criminal psychology and municipal data management. Worked at Kobe Crime Research Lab before moving to Junker Agency, handled numerous unusual cases at the lab, and solved them by using the dangerous technique of attaining complete simpatico with the criminals, but psychological stress from the job led to her resign. Recommendation from Junker Chief led to her joining the agency. This computer's gonna be my new spank bank. Oh, negative. Only daughter of Jean Jack Gibson won Miss 17 contest in 2016. Currently a popular model in holographic advertisements. Dislikes. Identifiable by a heart-shaped birthmark on inner thigh. Dislikes identifiable by a heart shape. Okay, let's quit. Let's check out the facts. Jordan fact file. Please select the category you wish to search. Oh no! Alright, this is a Kojima game! Alright, even back then he was writing backstory and giving it to the player through the super fun technique of walls of text. Let's quit and never learn any of that stuff unless it's actually showed to us through story mechanics. I look forward to our next session together. I don't. They're boring. Exit. Next I would like to go to the shooting range. You know, the first thing that I said? This is the shooting range. Junkers come here to improve their marksmanship. Is that what a shooting range is? Wow. A number of man-made targets appear in the practice booth. We call it our shooting practice range, but it's a lot like a video game arcade, don't you think? How do I practice? How do you start practice? Just follow the Junker's Eye practice system. Stop it, controller! Don't be getting any funny thoughts. She's only 18. If there's grass on the field, play ball. Gillian, you haven't got your blaster yet, have you? Let's hurry and go visit Harry. Come on, let's go see Harry. But I think I should get some practice in first. Yes, but come on, let me take a crack at it. All right, if you must practice, I'll let you use my ray gun. But it doesn't have the power of a blaster. Is that okay? Yeah, thanks, Mika. Okay, let's just start shooting practice. Oh no! Press the A button. You can draw your blaster. Press C to fire. You can put your blaster away by pressing the A button again. Are you ready? Remember, shoot only Snatchers. Careful, you don't hit any civilians. The red gauge on the left shows the number of targets to appear. The yellow gauge on the right shows the number of hits. My god. I'll start it on introductory level. Okay, thanks. Good luck. Excuse me? Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. Are you impressed yet, Mika? Is this turning you on? You getting a hard-on for me? Girls get hard-ons? I don't know. I've never seen a girl's penis before. Over. Not too bad. Didn't hit any civilians either. Well, you didn't waste many shots, but your accuracy needs work. You're picking your targets well, though. My accuracy needs work? Come on, let's go see Harry. Alright, jeez! God, what's it gonna take to get laid? Who's this Harry guy, anyway? Now, all we need to do is find Harry, says Mika, with my voice. Alright, this is the end of the first episode. So tune in next time, because I'm going to be playing more of this game, and we'll get to the bottom of what's wrong with Kojima, maybe.